Attention,
We're at the
viewers.
final.
The Brain Scratch
No.
Com Grand Prix has began. Let's see if Ryan can beat Super Mario Brothers before the game ends.
I will.
Welcome to the final part of the Final Fantasy VI commentary, guys.
It's time to save the world through the power of friendship. Yeah!
Alright, now because we've effectively eliminated the power behind magic, all of the espers are dying. As in, like, really dying, and not just turning into magic stones.
No, they're gonna become Magicite of Magicite.
The ghost of Shaft.
Yeah. Hey, shut up. You get back to playing Mario.
I am playing Mario.
You don't need your ears to play Mario.
No, that's why I had the volume down.
Your ears are playing the game? That's a sight to behold.
Alright,
Now,
now...
could they just cast Warp to get out of there?
They could, but that would be convenient.
Yeah, that is a nice.
Oh, wait, no.
That is a nice
No, they
render of
can't.
a foot, though.
They just killed off all magic. How are they going to use warp?
Well,
Very
Celis
true.
was infused with magic artificially, so she shouldn't be affected.
She's
That
died.
animation does look rather good.
Hey, not Celeste. Well, what do you mean she shouldn't be affected? The magic is gone.
It doesn't
Well,
matter
it's
if you're
artificial
artificially
magic.
infused. No, the magic is still the same magic. It was just implemented in a different way than Terra. Terra was naturally born with it. Celeste pretty much went the Magicite route.
Ow.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, but the source of magic is still the same. It's gone, so no warp.
Of course, Cyan, the group swordsman, has to use a katana, because Japanese swords are the best.
And yeah,
Right.
if anyone's curious enough, yes, this entire video is 20 minutes long, and it's all one giant cutscene.
And the credits.
Yeah, that too.
Just push the button, you... You know what, Edgar?
Oh.
Just land on the button.
I was
Oh.
like, oh, I'm supposed to step on it.
You just have to show technology who's boss.
Oh, so I use the old Fonzarelli fix.
Ah, do
Yeah.
it
But
again.
again, I have to say these
Shoot.
renders are actually pretty good.
Yeah, for a 16-bit game, I completely agree. But
Said Sir Gabbiani.
Gambiani.
Yes, he's Italian.
I thought it was an obvious reference to the word gamble, which Setzer does a lot of.
Does he? I just saw him mess with the slot reel a lot. I guess that
Well-
would be considered gambling.
Well,
Hey.
they
No.
describe
the
him
coins,
as a gambler.
the coin says go left, so go right. Trust me, my gambling luck is terribly off.
I never got what that animation's supposed to be. Is he waving his finger?
I always thought he's doing like a Sonic finger wave type thing.
That's exactly what he's doing, actually.
Or he could be flipping us off, I'm not sure.
Well,
Fucky,
pretty much
fucky.
every character in the game has that animation, so...
And again, I love this ending theme. All 21 minutes of it.
It's, of course, being the coin that they flipped to decide who would become king and who got to run off and be free.
Well, if you don't have, if you didn't get all the characters, this theme's cut short, isn't it?
No, actually, the entire theme is still left intact, but what happens, instead of getting those awesome pre-rendered cutscenes of emblem that represents the character, what you see is you get the character's portrait on the upper right, and you get the area of where you could have recruited the character, assuming you didn't fuck up entirely. Actually, I think the only character you really can't recruit at all if you fuck up is Shadow. But again, I've never completed this game without getting all the characters.
Someone's fan is going in the background.
So,
That's probably mine, I'll turn it off. So how far are you now, Ryan? Ha ha ha.
7-3.
Son of a bitch, I'm actually doing it.
help, save me! Save me! Of course,
Didn't let you
clear-
fall off of a cliff last time.
oh god damn it, you hooked onto my antenna! No, let go, let go! Oh wait, no, don't let go! Ah!
Ah, my skull!
Imagine if Edgar was, or whoever that was, I think it's Edgar, was actually using one of those grabby machines that you'd find in like pizza places sometimes.
The
He'd never be able to get
claw.
knocked dead.
I think that's what it's parodying.
A monkey! Mara. Oh, they show the real name?
They show the name that you picked, and then the name that is the default. So what you'll see is most often Edgar as Edgar.
So what happens if you don't have? So do these scenes change if you don't have a character?
If you don't have the particular characters, the scenes are skipped entirely.
And then you just have.
You still get the musical piece that's accompanying it, but you don't get the scene. You just get the character's portrait and the area where you can recruit them at.
Ah.
Go-Go is represented by his helmet, which still has an eye in it.
Whatever it is.
I suppose this is a play on the fact that he has absolutely no personality or backstory whatsoever, and is
Isn't that
therefore
supposed to be the point?
and is therefore simply a weird outfit with eyes.
He's also it's also kind of fucked up when you think about it, because after this, we pretty much ditched the fucker.
Oh, he's on the airship.
Is he?
Yeah. He's just really far back. You only get to glimpse him for a second. It does, if you're not paying like a whole lot of attention, it does look like he dies here. But the reason he fell into that pit is because he was still mimicking Celeste's movements.
Yeah.
So she walks left, he walks left, and he falls in.
Oh, I assume that's supposed to be the stove from his dad's house?
It's actually the aqua lung from earlier in the game.
Aqua lung? Down, now,
You know.
now.
Shut up. Yeah.
Wait, what do you have against Jethro Tull, huh?
Nothing. Oh, fine, shortcut. Well, it's better than Laguna's shortcuts.
And now to throw you off the mountainside. Goodbye.
The miraculous
Fuck
thing.
that shit.
The miraculous thing is that she always managed to stay on top of the rock even after being thrown off it. Locke.
So why is Celis's theme playing when Locke?
Because Locke and Celeste actually have different endings depending on whether or not you have Locke with you, I think.
Yeah. You're getting Celeste's ending no matter what, because she's a mandatory character, but
their ending is one ending. That's why.
yeah.
Oh, well, I would have liked a nice rearrangement of Locke's theme, because I really like it.
Ah well. Oh crap.
Well, actually, this is a mixture of Celeste's and Locke's theme.
Well, I hear Celeste's theme more than Locke's theme.
Well, this
though.
is definitely Locke's part playing right now.
Oh, you're a second ahead of me then. Now I hear Locke's theme.
He almost ate it trying to pick up that silly trinket. Okay, yeah, that was
Well,
kind
she
of
didn't stand still for 3 seconds for no good reason. She'd be
Get
just
over here.
fine.
Run! Don't stand there regretting it.
Yeah.
Run!
That just happened.
All right.
No, actually, I want to point out here, because this is what we're hearing right now is Terra's musical piece. I want to point out that I really didn't really like Decidia's ending theme, because pretty much Decidia's ending theme combined all of the motifs of the characters from their respective Final Fantasy games. But for Terra's musical piece and Decidia's ending, they chose to bring in Cyan's part of the musical piece, and I thought that bothered the fuck out of me.
That's really dumb when you think about it.
Well, they
Thinking,
fixed it for Decidia 012. How the fuck do you pronounce 02?
Well, it's actually pronounced duodecim, I think. If that makes any sense.
Fucking pretentious Latin. Whatever. I'm calling it Decidia 2.
Call it 012 like I do.
Okay, fine. Well, in 012, they fix her musical piece in the credits theme because it's actually playing this theme. Which makes you think the musical composer wasn't really paying attention to the actual games.
well, they weren't. That's like, if you're... I can't think of a good example, but it's like you're picking the wrong character's theme. That just seems sort of dumb. You just have to do a YouTube search for Terra's theme. You hear Terra's theme. Okay. Oh, wait, no, actually, I think I'll pick Locke's theme. That seems like fun.
That would actually have been really out of place. The little girl is carrying her grandfather, who is like twice her size. And, you know, I like how they're completely stationary on a moving conveyor belt here.
I think it's sort of implied that they're moving forward but staying, like...
But even then, But the way the conveyor belt's moving, they should be moving down constantly, but they're
Well,
not.
I think it's supposed
That means they're intentionally walking backwards.
Yikes! Throwing star.
into an
What
apple.
did that? What did that poor
Symbolism?
apple do to you, Shadow? Alright, now, this is censored in this particular version, but what Shadow is actually doing is staying behind to die. And sending his dog after Realm.
Does he survive though?
No,
He doesn't. He stays in the tower and waits for it to collapse on top of him.
I don't get it though. Like, why the sudden?
Guilt?
Yeah, they changed the dialogue for that particular line right there.
Like,
So-
I think, like in the advanced translation, he says, "Welcome me gently." I think.
Ah,
Like
well,
instead of saying I'm going to start all over, how do you start all over from death?
it's really, really fucking grim, though. I mean, most of the time, characters get over their demons. He just keeps his demons to himself the entire game, has a few dreams about them, and then decides to kill himself at the very end.
Not concerning himself, not thinking of Realm at any point. Not Strago, like the dog. That's it. Like that's the end of Shadow right there. That's that's pretty fucking dark.
And 2 seconds later, Strago is having his little comic relief scene. Well, you need some comic relief after a suicide, for fuck's sake.
Morning
The second
rescue, you
attempted
say?
suicide. Oh, morning rescue. Surprised
And
Ryan
you.
didn't join in on that, though I doubt he's
We
paying
wouldn't have
attention.
got this far if it weren't for you spamming auto crossbow at everything.
No, we stopped spamming auto crossbow halfway through the game.
After I got the chainsaw. I'm pretty sure I have enough strength to fly. Nothing bad's gonna happen, trust me.
Or you could stay on the ship,
She's trying to guide them through the rubble. It's kind of hard to portray that in 2D graphics. Kind of another reason I want a PS3 remake, because this scene could be done so much better.
Yeah,
You know,
why not just fly up? Oh,
you
there
know,
you
with
go.
something a little more complicated than parallax scrolling in mode 7.
And Super Mario Brothers is beaten.
I mean, look, they,
bring the 3DS mic close to the microphone. I want to hear that ending theme.
Pixar, it
Magic
didn't
power.
happen.
Fading.
Pixar didn't happen.
fading. Wow, it's a good thing the blimp was able to fly beneath her and catch her on the deck, which is completely which is completely overshadowed by the massive balloon above them, by the way.
By the
How did-
power of clipping.
No, just Tails comes out of nowhere with a tornado and catches her.
No.
And she's holding the Master Emerald on one shoulder and gives him the thumbs up, and that kind of. I'm sorry, I let that Sonic reference get away from me a little there. This is a random place for a childbirth scene, by the way.
Well, it was a random place for a suicide scene, too.
Well, not really. I'm just saying, I get what they're trying to do, but it's a bit jarring.
For a while longer.
Try 9
Dude.
more minutes.
Dude, you almost threw us all off trying to catch her. Don't do that again.
This is why I think we should install the mechanical hand.
While you're at it, a simple rope ladder would be nice too.
How about having that guy who completely healed us for free? Can we get him back?
He's dead.
Get a different
Thank you,
guy.
Setzer!
Technically isn't the only ship that does this now.
They can make another one.
Actually, no one's ever made another airship in this game. This is the only one besides the I forgot the name of the blackjack in the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Look at them, Mode 7 graphics. They must have really liked that cloud
Behold,
texture.
the intriguing sight of the same cloud texture repeated endlessly.
We sure this is a
Mind
cloud
you, it
text-
is a good cloud texture.
You sure it's a cloud texture? It could be just snow or something.
It looks like mashed potatoes from where I stand. Oh, it might just be me being
That's a
hungry.
lot of mashed potatoes.
potatoes.
Are they pillowy?
Pillowy.
I think that looks like a barbecued steak. What do you think, Shikamaru? I think it looks like a cloud.
I'm in the mood for marshmallow suddenly. Or cauliflower.
Pillowy mounds of mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. Tiny onions. So we gotta see it creeps. Holy
Wait,
shit,
there-
the water's blue suddenly.
Wait, we just flew past a ship. I didn't know this world even had those. It's like-
Well, we had to
It's
get
like-
the figure out somehow.
No, it's like... Oh, right, we did take a boat at one point. Huh, how odd. Everywhere else in the game, it seems like everyone either walks on foot or flies an airship somewhere. Or, well, takes a giant chicken. Which is almost as good as the airship, but not quite. Now, this is a good, actually, animation here. They have the slipstream and everything.
The birds too.
Those
Yeah.
birds must be booking it.
Yeah, seriously. They're keeping up with the fucking airship.
Well, it's a blimp. How fast can it go?
You might think that it's the airship, that it's the birds keeping up with the airship, but actually it's the opposite. The birds are pulling the airship along.
The power of wind.
No, it's brutally simple. They have strings tied to their feet. Strings tied to the front of the airship.
You know,
A seagull-powered blimp.
Well, they have to be really booking it to keep it levitating.
yeah. Well, yeah, but I'd imagine that you'd end up with very many seagull broken legs.
This is actually an interesting texture here, because you never see this texture anywhere on the world map.
You can
It's just-
sort of tell that it's the same repeated ground texture, though, just
Yeah,
by the arrangement of the lakes.
I don't think I've seen it anywhere on the world map itself, though.
Nah.
So they just made one...
Actually,
they-
what I think this is supposed to be like the world, the continent itself, from seen from a higher angle. It's bland.
Yeah.
Setzer, where exactly are we going?
Don't know.
To adventure.
Kind of figure we just keep going so we run out of fuel.
We're speeding up until we hit 80 miles an hour. And
If
maybe
gas
we'll,
prices at the rate we're going,
we'll
at the
show up
rate
in
they're
a
going
console
at right
generation
now.
with better graphics. Of course, we get to see that same texture we were just flying over from a complete
Nope.
top-down angle, because that doesn't look tacky at all.
You know,
Now-
do you think
That looks tacky.
that this is them regretting not using Mode 7 enough, so they're just making the entire credit scene Mode 7?
Well, I mean, they use Mode 7 for the overworld travel, airship travel, chocobo travel.
Yeah, but do you think that they just felt that there wasn't enough Mode 7 still?
But how much can you do with Mode 7, though, honestly?
Yeah.
Make an entire racing game off of
I
it.
mean, yeah, it's a bit more dynamic, but it's still a 2D image.
Yeah. That, and even a blind monkey could have told you at the time that it's going to age worse than actual 2D graphics.
Well, I don't think anybody at the time of the Super Nintendo was thinking about how well games would look 20 years from then. I don't think they'd have any idea of how that would be.
That is a nice airship sprite. I just really like that sprite there.
It's very detailed.
That it is. That it is.
Really, I don't think the propellers should be powerful enough to propel such a thing of that magnitude.
What's that,
That's
Resident Evil 5? It's a video game.
You don't say.
Dude,
Well,
Or
that's sort of
just
the problem with steampunk in general, is that it really shouldn't work due to the weight of steam equipment and all that.
Oh,
It's
well,
pretty
to be fair, this particular model of airship is actually a blimp.
so yeah.
it's not like the propellers are floating in. It's not like the high wind where it's this big, massive hunk of metal that's somehow being held aloft by propeller power.
Do you think maybe that's why they gave it the jet booster upgrade at the end of the disc 2?
Hey, you remember how
Oh, hey,
Child?
it's the Final Fantasy theme.
Ah, yes.
Oh, storm. Your light will sail the something of a major night. A weird little kid and a ninja master.
Key change mode.
Oh, and Shay, your courageous spirit.
Okay, that's enough. You're
Guys,
butchering.
guys,
You're butchering a work of art.
You're raping my childhood.
You're butchering a work of art, and you're also butchering another work of art at the same time. It's got to be some
You
kind
made
of.
me sit through this, so I'm going to do whatever the damn well feel like at the end.
Isn't that why'd you play Mario Brothers?
Yeah, we just completely ignored that rather humorous scene where Edgar's trying to flirt with someone, and behind his back, Realm takes that woman's place, and he's just like, "Whoa!"
Well, it's not the first time that Edgar's hit on a 10-year-old girl, so yeah, creepy. Oh, hi there, Chancellor. Bye there, Chancellor. You weren't important.
Try not to hijack the government while we're gone, please, Palpatine.
Wait, what was that you said? Hijack the government? Okay.
Oh,
Damn you, selective hearing.
hey, she just lets her hair down at random at the end here.
Actually,
I'm on top of the world.
I really like that.
I'm
story.
flying, Jack. I'm flying.
Oh, Jack's dead.
Scoot over 2 feet, you lazy bitch.
But I really do want to see the ending to this game in PS3 graphics. Even if it's just another proof of another tech demo, like that Final Fantasy VII opening.
God damn it. You know what though? Like you can do whatever you want with the graphics. I couldn't care, but god damn it, you got to make the music just as grand as the Super Nintendo. Come on.
That's what I care about.
Listening to this, come on, this just sounds amazing for the Super Nintendo standards.
Yes, and really, the music makes this ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I care about with remakes most. Like, when Heart Gold was announced, I didn't give a damn about the graphics. I was expecting the remake soundtrack more than anything.
Yeah, we gamers have our priorities straight. Gameplay? Music
Fuck
choice.
that, I want to listen to the music. Alright. That is the end of the Final Fantasy VI commentary, ladies and gentlemen.
Ryan should be happy.
Yay.
So,
Did you beat the game?
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
I beat it like 10 minutes ago.
Picks
what-
or it didn't happen.
what Final Fantasy game are we doing next?
Can we please do Chrono Trigger instead?
Okay, fine.
At least that's one I actually played.
Fine, we'll do Chrono Trigger next.